We are heroes tonight, yeah. Flying from town to town, from London to Saigon. I've been all around the world trying to protect your soul. Getting ready to get started here in just a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, guests and members, 30 to 45 minutes of mind optimization and spirit recalibration. I like that. Mind optimization and spirit recalibration. I'm excited to be here. We're going to be here, as I mentioned, 30 to 40 minutes or so. And we are live right now. Well, getting a little distracted here. All right, don't bust my chops. Gambling's a lie. Got to put that one in there, right? Before we get the show on the road here. We're streaming live here, Facebook. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to LinkedIn. I don't know who's watching, but I hope that there's a desperate gambler out there looking and searching for some a path, a way out from the dark journey into the new journey. That's my hope tonight. I hope to reach somebody, answer some questions here, have a little bit of a great time, prepare for Friday, and maybe share a joke or two if possible. But we're going to talk about something today here on this particular broadcast. We're going to talk about final expense insurance. No, we're not. We're not going to talk about final expense insurance, even though I am an FEA agent. No, we're going to tackle a little bit about self-talk, right? How are you talking to yourself? What are you saying? What are you hearing? What must change? So we're going to dive into this a little bit tonight here in this program, back to basics, back to simplicity. As I mentioned, this mind optimization and spirit recalibration. Could you use some of that tonight on this broadcast? Hang out with me here. I see we've got a couple of, we've got some guests. We're going to wait just a few more minutes before we get into this thing. So welcome to all my friends that are going to be on here. I hope. By the way, we're here live on Sundays. May I encourage someone to do better today, tomorrow. All right? And I want to say thank you. Thank you for supporting this mission, our mission. Thank you for supporting our mission. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for being a part. Thank you for being a soldier. How important is self-talk? How important is self-talk for you? We're going to dive into this a little bit. In fact, we're going to play a video in a little while. I am hoping to get some questions. I'm hoping to see some friends, possibly. By the way, here's a joke before we get started. This is a roof joke. Would you like to hear a roof joke? R-O-F-F, roof. Not a dog joke, right? Roof, a roof joke. The first one will be on the house. Anyways, let's see if we can get into this. In the meantime, while I'm waiting, I'm walking alone. The streets are empty. The only thing I see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Saigon or Taiwan, all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. All right, let's get started. By the way, you can see I'm wearing the, what is it? The old red book. Anyways, Jim and Emily, it looks like maybe we're going to be the only ones on this broadcast tonight. Welcome. Do you have a question for me tonight on this broadcast? Do you have a question? Are you looking? Do you have something? What happened today? What happened today? We could discuss that also. I'm excited. Are you excited about today? You got to make yourself excited, man. You know, it's like, it's too hum and drum. We got to get into this. We got to create something, make something happen, right? For tomorrow. It's Thursday night. Friday's coming. Monday, next week is going to be a whole new week given to us to explore, to experience, to change, to create transformation. Shout out to Facebook again. Shout out to LinkedIn. On Sunday, Lord willing, Paul, we're going to have a friend. He's going to be sharing a unique testimony. It is believable. I mean, the guy gets thrown in jail in Tijuana with his son, and he's there, and all kinds of things begin to happen, and he changes his life. He used to be a really, really bad alcoholic, really bad. So hopefully on Sunday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time coming up, he'll be with us, Paul. He's in California. So I'm looking forward to listen to this young man's believable story of transformation. His name's Paul. I just posted a video of him on TikTok with me. Anyhow, all right. Emily says, I stayed out of the casino. How did you do that? How did you stay out of the casino? What made you stay out of the casino? If you don't mind me asking. What made you stay out of the casino? Jim, it's time. Yes, it is. Well, who knows? We may not have any audience today, but us here, what could we do with this 30 minutes of time? Well, we're going to get into this. Regardless, this train's going forward. You know what I mean? My joke was a little bit corny earlier, but maybe I can redeem myself here on the rest of this program. Anyways, I'm having a good time here. We are talking about self-talk. Self-talk, how important is self-talk? How can self-talk help us? In what ways? How could self-talk help a gambler quit and move away from the prison of addiction, into freedom, right? Into the city, is that where we want to go, in the city where all the action is, right? If we stay out in the jungle out there, isolated, alone, we're kind of like in a prison. So we have to move away from that. We have to find a path. You have to find a way, a direction, and it has to be a discipline, right? Oh, disciplines are so important for us, my friends. Changing my mindset. Okay, I'm going to be devil's advocate today here. How were you able to do that? Share with me so that I might get an idea of how I might be able to do that for myself. Would you do that? Thank you for sharing, by the way. I appreciate you for sharing. Again, this is about growing. This program is really about growing. I just don't want to be here. I mean, I just don't want to be here just having fun. You know what I mean? I want to grow. I want to find, I want to search. I want to challenge. I want pressure. Pressure. Not everybody wants this. So positive mindset. Okay. Where do you draw your strength from? Is there a book? Is there a video? Is there a family member? You might draw strength from this community right here, right? This could be a tool for you. But are there other tools other than maybe this Soldiers of Self-Mastery that you draw strength from? Maybe, I think there's a video, I don't know if it's gone live yet. It's called POI. POI. Let me put that down. POI. And I'll be talking a little bit about this. What is POI? POI is point of interest. or points of interest. Points of interest. In life, in order to go forward, I believe, and many have, or many, at least many would agree with this, that in order to go forward, you have to be able to look back. You have to be able to have some knowledge of where you came from. You must have some knowledge of what happened back there. You might find yourself in a situation today where you built a platform, a foundation years ago. But unfortunately, the foundation that you built was faulty. And today you are having the aftermath, right? So we don't want to continue doing the same things over and over, and that's insanity. If you're doing the same things over and over and it's not working to produce a different result, that's insanity. But good insanity is doing something different over and over and over till you get the result that you want. Does that make sense? Maybe it's just philosophy and a play on words, but it works. It works. And we are talking about self-talk. I'm going to play a video here I think you'll enjoy. If you hang around, you'll enjoy a little bit of it. It's an adult video. Adult teachers, that is, for just a few minutes, talking about this subject of self-talk or inner talk. Yeah, so the Bible, there we go. The Bible, the Proverbs, right on. So thank you. I'm glad you're here, Emily. I'm glad you're here. By the way, the Bible for me is number one. Number one. Prayer, also number one. Grace, number one. Jim says, how can I use negativity in a positive way? Well, how could you use negativity in a positive way? Good question. How do we use negativity in a positive way? Well, negativity could be anger. Could anger be something very negative? Anger, outrageous anger turns you into the Green Hulk, right? You destroy things. Or you can take that negativity and move it through your mindset and through self-talk, move it or help you move you in a proper direction in life, or help you create something or do something or start. Sometimes you get so freaking angry. I've had enough. Basta, yeah. And that gets us going in the right direction. Does this make sense? I mean, I know it's not really deep, and we need negativity, right? Negativity could be a platform for us to launch from. I hit rock bottom in 2014. It was horrible. It was horrible. And in fact, if I get a chance, I'm going to show you. No, I don't have it. Do I? I was going to show you a picture of the place that we stayed when we went homeless in 2014. We stayed there for probably about 2 or 3 months. A really nice facility. But unfortunately, we were homeless. So we stayed there for about 2 or 3 months. It was an apartment place. I'm going to show that in the near future. A reminder of where we came from. Anyhow, we are talking about self-talk. I hope that helps, Jim. If it doesn't, send me the invoice. Okay, I'll pay the bill, man. I'll pay the bill. Yes. I've been praying to God to give me strength. Exactly. And yes, gambling is a lie. Yes, gambling is a lie. Let me share something with you guys. You guys do you want to partake a few minutes, maybe 10 minutes of a video, 8 minutes of a video that's going to help you kind of calibrate your mind, optimize your way of thinking, recalibrate your spirit. Are you with me? We're going to take a few minutes. We're going to take just a little bit of a trip here. All right. I'm going to do some screen share, and we're going to look at a Chrome tab here. Self-talk and why it matters. Let me turn down the music, the wonderful music that I have that really gets me excited here. I'm really excited to be here with you guys. I hope you're as excited as I am. Sometimes I get 12 people. Sometimes I get 17 guests. Sometimes I get 4 or 5. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you. If you're stuck, if you've got an issue, you've got something, and you don't want to ask the question live, ask it there in the S.I.T.E.C. Send it to me. Email. All right. Here's Brian Tracy sharing a little bit, and we'll get a couple more teachers that will.
Yourself, the more you like other people. And what psychologists have also found, which astonished me, and it still astonishes me. I just came back from Europe, and I was talking to people about this, and they've been using my ideas in their languages, Polish, Romanian, Czech, German, for years and years and years, and they still say the same words. I like myself. 95% of your emotions are determined by how you talk to yourself. So when you say, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself, your self-esteem goes up. Your ability to do your job goes up, your relationships improve, and you kind of smile inside. So the advice that I give is when you get up in the morning, first thing you say is, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. Before every meeting or event of importance, you say, well, I like myself, I like myself, I like myself. And if you have a disappointment of some kind, just say, cancel it out by saying, I like myself. And the more you repeat this affirmation, the more it becomes true for you. It affects your whole personality and the whole quality of your life.
Affirmation.
Now, I want to share something with you. These are really interesting conversations. They're tidbits. And if you hang out with me, I promise you're going to get a lot out of this broadcast. I promise you that. Hang out with me. Again, we're just going to be here for another 15, maybe 17, 18 minutes. This can make a big difference for you tomorrow. Did you notice what Brian Tracy said? He said repetitively, repeatedly. And I mean, I'm going to say something here. You know, doing things over and over, it gets boring. And that's why people give up. Folks give up on themselves because they get tired of the boring. If you can continue breaking through that boring cycle, you will achieve what you want. You have to break through that cycle of boringness. And eventually, you know, you can make this into a game if you get really creative with yourself. Transformation doesn't have to be difficult. I believe that we make it difficult because of all the doctors and all the counselors and all the psychologists out there and the big, thick books and all of these things. I really believe that we can make transformation simple. And one of the keys that I know for a fact that's helped me in my life has been self-talk. So please pay attention. Please pay attention.
Are the words you say to yourself, others say to you, that you think about, act upon, and then it acts upon you, whether they are good or whether they're bad. One of the stories we have in Chicken Soup for the Soul that is so wonderful is the doctor said I'd never walk again. My mother said I would. I believed and affirmed with my mother, Wilma Rudolph, winner of more gold medals for running than any other woman in the world. Affirmations can take you up. Affirmations can take you down. The Bible says your words have the power to curse, put you down, or bless, bring you up. I'm asking you to be a blessing, to give away the blessing, to encourage yourself with affirmation, positive affirmation, simple ones that I wake up every day with is I am healthy. Why not tell yourself you're healthy? And see that every cell in your body's got a little smiling face in it. Your whole spirit's got a smiling face in it. I am healthy. I am happy. If you don't tell yourself you're going to be happy, the world's going to go out of its way to tell you you're not healthy or not happy. If you watch commercials, it's going to sell you on getting sick and not being. It says, is this going wrong in your life? And it'll tell you to need preparation aids for your hemorrhoids or something. Don't get programmed wrong. You want to be healthy. You want to be happy. You want to be rich. You want to be abundant. You want to be prosperous. You want to be successful. You want to be fulfilled. You want to create a legacy that's worthy of you. You want to have absolute abundance at every level. Let me just take you through some of the abundance of God. I've affirmed that I am abundant. It's your spiritual right. John 10:10 said, I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. The oldest spiritual literature, the Upanishads, the first line, out of abundance. He or she took abundance and still abundance reigns. There's fundamental abundance in the world, but most of us have been affirmed to take a vow of poverty, because some religions even teach you're supposed to take a vow of poverty.
All right, we're going to get back. Let me kind of reduce this a little bit. Or let me see if I can do this. Can I do this? There we go. We can bring them back. Anyways, we do have a question in here. Again, I want to thank you guys. We are going to be getting close to the end of the broadcast, and I hope that you're getting something from this broadcast, and I hope that you're walking away. I really do. I know I am. I'm going to walk away with something. But how do you know you have crossed that line towards an addiction to gambling? What's the difference between entertainment and addiction to gambling? Self-control. The difference is self-control. You can walk into a casino once a year. You can walk into a casino 7 times a year. Unfortunately, I don't have the drive. I don't have the desire to do that, even though I believe I could if I wanted to, but I don't, and I'm not going to. It's self-control. And there are people that have from early on in childhood, right? Early on, because a foundation from childhood is so vital, is so important for us today. My friends, we are witnessing on a mass scale the foundations of many, many households. We're witnessing the foundation of children as adults today, as teenagers. I heard a speaker say the other day that you can be an adult child. You can be all grown up and still be a child. The foundation that I had was, unfortunately, it wasn't conducive for me to be doing what I'm doing today. But somehow along the way, I was able to begin to change by grace. It was given to me. We can't really take any credit. We don't deserve. We're not entitled. We're not entitled, my friends. Sometimes we have the idea that we're entitled. We're not. And we have to shift the mind. We must begin in developing the disciplines, the boring life hacks, the things that we have to do daily, so that maybe in 6 months or 6 weeks, we'll have a different outlook. We'll have a different outcome. We'll have a different mindset. We'll have a different self-talk, a whole different communication. Again, if we embrace these things that we've had from the past that have gotten us nowhere, the mindset that has gotten you to where you are today, if you're not in a good place, right? The mindset that has gotten you to where you are today, if you're not in a good place, is not the mindset that's going to get you to a better place. Somehow, some way, you're going to have to optimize that mindset. That is done through disciplines. That is done through boring work. That's done through journaling and self-talk and video therapy and meeting with people that are accomplishing what that may be a little bit ahead of you, right? Somebody that's accomplished something that you would like to accomplish, would you say that you can learn something from that person? Of course. Of course. Are you willing to learn? Are you willing to humble yourself? Are you willing to humble yourself to learn? Many people want to cross over. We got to get that self-discipline. That's the key, is getting that self-discipline. Let me see here. A group of crows, black crows, were arrested for hanging out together. The charge? Attempted murder. Black crows, don't they usually go after the kill? That's kind of a mysterious joke. Anyways, 1, 2, 3 Trapper there. I hope that you're benefiting from this. Let me know. Let me know if you're benefiting. We have a few more guests that are jumping on and off. It could be the Thursday thing, or it just could be that, most people, a lot of people know about me. They know about my channel. They know about my live programming. A lot of people know about me, but yet they're not willing to come here. I don't know if I'm offending people. And if I am, I'm not trying to offend anybody, but faithful are the wounds of a friend. I would, honestly, today, I would rather that somebody hurt me by telling me the truth than sugarcoat and pat me in the back. Does that make sense? Somebody will pat you in the back. They make you feel real good, right? They sugarcoat things. And then there's the other person that will actually tell you the truth, and it hurts, man. You hurt me. Yeah, but a month later or 2 months later, man, you're a lot stronger because of that wound. It's healed. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Deceitful are the kisses of an enemy. Who are the enemies? I got to ask you, who are your enemies that might be giving you deceitful kisses? They're kissing you, might feel good temporarily, but they're deceitful. They're going to get you. They're going to hook you. They're going to bring you down. Like that word, Bon Jovi, cooked. Isn't it time, friends? Somebody said it is time. I believe it was Jim. Let me see here. Was it? It is time. There we go, Jim. It's time. All right. Let's get back into this. Just a little bit more here. See what.
There's no poverty in the world. There's only poverty in consciousness. When you eradicate the poverty out of consciousness, you eradicate the poverty. I'm here to end poverty. And we're doing even the anti-poverty dance where we say you got to give 10, save 10, and invest 10, Ocho Rico. And we think it's going to be more famous than the Macarena. What am I saying to you? Affirmations slam dunk work. If you add music to affirmations, yeah, they work better. If you add affirmation and visualization in your mind's eye before you wake up in the morning, before you go to sleep at night, works even better. It's up to you. Affirm yourself in a positive and correct way and go out and do new wonders.
Well, the simple part that most people don't understand is that every thought we think and every word we speak is creating our future. It's as though our thoughts go out into the universe and are accepted and brought back to us as experience. Now, that is a very simple thing, but most people don't get it. They don't understand it. They've never heard it before, and they think it's ridiculous. But if you can really accept the fact that every time you think a thought and every time you speak a word, you are literally painting your future, making your dinner, whatever you want to call it. You are creating. And you're creating your own life. And this is simple, but it's not easy to accept. But once you accept it, then you can start deliberately creating what you want in your life.
All right, my friends, we are 28 minutes into this, and the airplane, the helicopter, the soldiers of self-mastery life flight is beginning to descend. It's going to land. It's going to get secured, and the program will be once again over, and we'll have to start again on another broadcast. Now, we've got a few more minutes here, and I'm taking on your questions. I appreciate all of you guys that are participating. 123 Trapper. Hopefully I've answered it. Was I able to answer your question? Can we dig into this a little bit more? We only have so much time on this broadcast, and if we just talk, you know how it is. We have to have these little segments, like little seeds, little watermelon seeds. I don't know. You hungry for some watermelon? I offer you a slice of watermelon. The seeds need to be planted, though. The seeds need to be planted, right? Like a garden. And you and I are a garden. I'm wondering what seeds, what flowers, what trees, what fruit are growing in your garden. You may have to do some weed pulling this weekend. Pull some weeds, right? Go to the root. If you've done weed, you know what I'm talking about. Not fun. Especially when you think you've gotten all the weeds and then 6 months later they come back. Oh man, you've been on your hands and knees doing that whole yard for several weeks, and then several weeks, and then several months later, the grass looks good, but then you got weeds coming up. Isn't that how life is? You know, the gambler that's gambling with his life, he says he's going to quit, right? I'm going to stop gambling. I'm going to fight hard. I'm done. Says self-talk, but it's not enough. It's not powerful enough. It's not congruency going on. And then the weeds begin to show up, right? What are the weeds? People calling, maybe a banner that you saw, an advertisement, Mary Jo from Wyoming, won $50,000 at the local casino, right? You see that billboard and there's the weed growing again, right? You got to pull that weed by the root. Tell that sign it's number one. Give it the finger when you drive by. Don't even look at it. Turn your face away. Turn up whatever you got to do. But remember, prepare. They're going to happen. These things are going to happen. The weeds are going to show up. Unless you try to get them all up, there's still going to be weeds there, here, and there. You got to pull up. And it's easier. Isn't it easier to pull weeds when you got other people in the garden? When you got other people pulling weeds in the garden too, helping you out? Isn't that's true? It makes it a little bit more enjoyable. Anyhow, all right. Well, hopefully this helps. Hey, hang around. Be a part of this program. Soldier Scribe. Share the videos. A thumbs up helps us win, 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 because it's about win for me, win for you, win for you, win for me, win for others, right? Win, win, win. And you're going to draw strength. I can guarantee you that. If you come here faithfully on Wednesdays or Thursdays and Sundays, if you come here for 35, 40 minutes and you take some notes, if you don't write any notes down on paper, shame on you. Shame on you. But if you take some mental notes and you walk away with them, all right, now you're justified. You kind of redeemed yourself a little bit. But if you didn't take any notes, shame on you, man. No, I'm just joking. I'm just kidding. I was only kidding. Who put this thing together? I did. Me. Fly pelican. Anyways, hey Jay, thank you for the support, man. I appreciate that. High five. High five. No pun intended. Thank you. You got a question, Jay? You got something? We're going to be closing the program here in just a few minutes. We're going to be ending the community broadcast. Got to go make some tacos. We're getting ready to burn on the, let me see, what is it? The Blackstone Flat Grill. Dennis, one of my mentees, someone that I've helped develop and become more confident. I've seen this man grow and change. Somebody that's nearby, close by. We met in the insurance industry. By the way, I am a life agent. I am a final expense agent. I am a senior services specialist. If you're in California and you need some final expense insurance, I will definitely take care of your family, 100%. And if you're in California, if you need final expense insurance, okay? Final expense insurance is not life insurance. That's a whole different ballpark. But that's what I do part-time while I try to do some coaching part-time, right? A little bit. Gambling's a lie. I got to remind myself every once in a while, gambling's a lie. And I had a chance to visit my psychiatrist yesterday, by the way. Was it not yesterday, Santos? I had a chance to visit my psychiatrist today. Santos, you see a psychiatrist? Yeah, I have friends. I have friends just like you guys. It's all good, man. It's all good. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate you for doing that. Malad, there we go. What do you do when you get a gambling trigger, thought, or urge? Any suggestions? I prepare before they come. GABA, the Gambling Addictions Breakthrough Academy, which I'm getting ready to release pretty soon. Coach Cephas, where are you? You need to go to work. One of the videos and one of the life hacks, one of the steps that I share that you should master is the ability to know when these triggers are going to come, because you know when the triggers are going to come, because nobody knows you better than you know yourself. So you know when you're going to be triggered. You know when the temptation is going to come. Generally, you know these things. So what do? You prepare in advance. Makes sense, right? Makes perfect sense. Now, if you try to run and you hide, well, I'm going to run and hide. I'm not even going to pay any attention. It's going to get you. It's like the boogeyman. It's going to get you somewhere where you're hiding because you're not expecting it. See, if you expect these surprises, right? Triggers and temptations, they're surprises. But if you expect them, it's not going to be a surprise. Does it make sense? Please get this. Yes. Please walk away with this one. All right, my friends. Okay, we're getting ready to wind down here. I've got the challenge. I've got the call to action. I'm going to issuing out here in just a moment. Again, are you guys enjoying these Thursday night broadcasts? For a while there, I stopped them because I wasn't really getting any, there was no visitors. There were visitors, but no real communication. And I need feedback, guys. I'm a human being. I fail. I make mistakes. Sometimes I get, don't you wish that you can just do things just right every time? Right? Just like Brian Tracy. He seems so calm and real nice, and his hair is always fixed up, and he talks real smooth, and he's really elegant in the way he communicates and stuff like that. But we can't all be like him, right? You got to be yourself. You got to be yourself. You have fun, be yourself, and live life. If you're not doing that, you're going to go gamble. If you're not having fun, if you're not growing, if you're not, we do some bad things every once in a while, but if you're not happy, if you're not on the right path, if you don't feel valuable, if you're not being challenged, you're going to look for that in places that are going to harm you. You're going to look for that in places that are going to imprison you. You're going to end up in a prison. You're going to end up in a prison. See, soldiers of self-mastery, they're busting out of the prison. See, that's what happens. You hang around here, you're going to be, bend the bars wide open. You can get out, man. You're going to get free. You're going to be free. Yes, yes. Well, Santos, how can you say that, man? What gives you the audacity? Because I'm free, right? If I'm doing it, if I did it, if I'm doing it, did whatever, then I can brag a little bit. But I thank God that I am where I am. And I'm not in a casino on a Thursday night. I'm not in a casino on a Friday night or a Saturday morning or a Sunday morning. It's been months. It's been weeks. It's been days. I don't need it. Don't want it. Don't need it. Away. Gambling's a lie. Gambling's a lie. When you've been through what I've been through, oh no, I ain't going there. Somebody said, pick your battles. I'm picking mine. Are you picking yours? All right, my friends, I gotta wind down here. I gotta land this helicopter because we're getting very close to the launching pad. Should we embrace uncertainty? Of course, we should embrace uncertainty. Here's why. I'm going to read to you why we should embrace uncertainty, okay? It's one of the 7 human evolutionary needs. And without uncertainty, we wouldn't. Well, let me read it to you. It's better. We have to have some variance in our lives. We need to have something that sparks our spontaneity. We can only function in a common scenery and pattern for so long. Our natural being craves change. We crave adventure. We crave exploration. We crave the challenge. We crave, you know what? We really want people to push us. We really do. But we have to know how we allow people to push us, right? If we allow people to push us in the wrong direction, then that's worthless. Can I push you in the right direction? Would you allow me to push you just a little bit tonight for you to get further before we leave this broadcast? Would you allow that? And if you do, thank you for allowing that. Makes my job a little easier. Remember I said I go from town to town. From London to Saigon, I've been all around the world. Shout out to Facebook. Shout out to LinkedIn. Shout out to YouTube. Here's my challenge. We're going to be ending the broadcast here. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight. It's been a good night. It's been a great night. I look forward to Sunday. Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll be here. Invite a friend. Bring a pen. Don't be a hen. You might be a chicken by then. No. The challenge from today forward. Okay? The challenge that I present to you, I present to myself from today forward. Monitor what comes out of this thing here. Monitor your self-talk. You know, monitor the words. As a matter of fact, create a mantra while we're here. What will be your mantra for tomorrow? I know one of mine is, for God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. A sound mind. You get up in the morning, you need a sound mind. You're driving through traffic in Los Angeles, you need a sound mind. You're a business person, you're a life insurance agent, you're a businessman, you need a sound mind, right? You want to be away from gambling, you need a sound mind. Sound mind, sound mind. That's all I have. I challenge you to create your mantra, whatever it might be, 5 words, 6 words, and share it with me on the next broadcast that I come. Create your own little mantra. As I mentioned, one of mine is, for God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Sound mind. I challenge you with that, my friends. With that, I end the broadcast. I'll take a question. If there's one more question, I will take on a question before I end. But we've come to the 45-minute mark. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. High five. All right, Mark. Last couple more seconds. Any questions? By the way, if you're not signed up, join me. Send your question there. Listen, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired and you want to be up and coming, and next week, I believe on Sunday, I'm going to do a little bit of a giveaway. I will probably be giving away a book. Yeah, I got to get some more of these. I will probably be giving away a solid book. I'll send it to you. No fees. All I'm going to need is an address, but we'll see about next week. We'll give a book away, help somebody out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, we're done. All right, Cameron, you got the last one. Okay, now I can officially say I'm done forever. Thank you, Santos. I will follow and support you here. You're part of the community. You are a member, soldiers of self-mastery. Okay, I'll see you guys at the top on the inside on my very next one. And remember, your good life is going to come out of a good series of good, constant, positive reminders. Yeah. There we go. We will above the sky. I like that. That's good. Keep that in mind. You know, that could be a mantra for you. You can make a statement out of that and read that to yourself every morning for the next 90 days. Santos, what do you mean? Well, hey, that's what I did. I'm just saying. That's what I did. Was it well worth it? I believe it was. I believe it is. Hey, you're welcome, Jim. I'll catch you on the next one. Strength, peace, strength, and honor. All right, my friends. It takes courage for you to be you. Peace, strength, and peace.